This week on Inside Bobcat Athletics, we sit down with Diamond Ford, Logan Cunningham, and Joel Wright. All of that plus a behind-the-scenes look at spring football. The women's basketball team finished up their season last week in the WAC Tournament. Lots of individual shine, but no one shined brighter than senior Diamond Ford.
Thanks, Janine. Here we are with Diamond Ford. Had 644 points this season, a school record here at Texas State. Ends her career with 1,920, which is second most all-time in Bobcat history. And Diamond, what does it mean to you to finish your career as one of the best players in the history of women's basketball here at Texas State?
I think it means a lot to me. I mean, I came in here and I wanted to try and do something special, and I feel like being able to do that, I really have a lot to be proud of.
Every player has expectations they have when they start their college career, but did you expect this when you came out of high school in Houston?
Well, not necessarily. I just wanted to come in and be able to play, just know my role, and then like as the years went by, eventually my role was to become a scorer.
First team All-WAC this season, your first team All-South a year ago. How do you feel like you and your teammates handled the step up in competition this year?
I think this year we knew that there was going to be a lot more competition. It was going to be a tough season for us. And I think that although we had like an up and down season, I think we kind of came together and we made it through. We knew that it was going to be a lot different than the Southland.
Now, you led the WAC in scoring this season, 21.5 points per game, and it's so many times this year put the team on your back to try to get them to victories. How did you embrace this leadership role this season or the past couple of years?
I think it just came because my teammates and my coaches have the trust in me that they know that what I can and what I cannot do. And since scoring was one of my strongest abilities, my teammates and coaches put that trust in me. Is
that the sense you had in the tournament game against Denver?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, 27 points in that game was a team high. You played your final 2 seasons under head coach Antoine. What's your relationship like with Coach Z?
Me and Coach Z, I think that playing under her was actually a good experience. I mean, Coach Z had just a passion for basketball, and her being able to push me to the best of my ability was something that I really appreciate, and I enjoy playing under her for my last 2 seasons here at Texas State.
How fast does 4 years go by?
It went by pretty fast, actually, because it feels like I just got here.
So what's next for you now that your Bobcat career is over?
Well, now that it's over, I'm looking forward to, I want to play professionally, but I just don't know where. I mean, I want to go overseas, but, I'll find out eventually.
Well, that's Diamond Ford. Expect the number 3 sometime to be put up in the rafters here at Strand Coliseum. A great Bobcat career. Thanks so much, Diamond.
All right.
After the break, we'll get a behind-the-scenes look at spring football with strength and conditioning coach Blake Cundiff.
Innovation, exploration, creative discovery. These are the trademarks of Texas State University. As the state's newest emerging research university, we're transforming your world one mind at a time. Your world, our research. Texas State University, the rising star of Texas.
Your legs are not going to get weaker as we go leading into test day. So I'm okay with you guys using a lot of support, a lot of spine, and being safe. 3-7 weight, let's roll. We really try to create an environment that they want to be in. They can't want to avoid this place. You know, they can't want it to be the last thing they want to do in the day. So, you know, we try to do that. We work hard and we push them. But the reality of it is we create an atmosphere where they push each other and hold each other accountable. Coach talks all the time about it being a player-driven team. We want the same thing in here. I want these guys holding each other accountable. You know, I just got on a little bit about not doing the percentages we ask them to do. I shouldn't have to do that. You got 4 workout partners or 3 workout partners with you. That's something you should do. It's an off day for practice, gentlemen. It's not an off day here. We got work to do. We got to keep holding them accountable, and they understand that everything they do as a student athlete is important. I mean, we're not asking you to do it just to kind of occupy your time. I mean, the reality of it is we need you to do these things to be successful. 75%, get a warm up if you need it. Let's go. I think we're starting to get that belief that what we do off the field, in the film room and in the weight room, translates to better performance on the football field. There's absolutely no reason in this world that we are not going to be successful during football seasons. I don't see near as many spectators standing in the back not taking reps as I do. Everybody wants to take a rep. Everybody wants to show what they're doing. And so I think in that regard, we've come a long way.
Hard work pays off.
Coach Boone is leading the track and field team to new heights this season. Leading the way is senior pole vaulter Logan Cunningham.
Thanks, Jenny. And here we are at the track and field complex at Texas State with three-time All-American Logan Cunningham, pole vaulter here at Texas State, a senior, going to be competing this weekend at the Texas State Elite competition with some of the best around the country coming here to San Marcos. But Logan, let's first go back to the indoor competition this year. You set a WAC record in the pole vault with a 5.53 meter jump. If you can, just take us back to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and what it was like to win gold there.
Well, first off, it was a great track. It was probably one of the fastest in the nation, so that's always good to jump on a fast track like that. And the competition was great. Our coach had us peaking right at the perfect time. So me, Seth, Landon, we all jumped really high, really well. Really, it was just a blessing to even be there. Just be at a great track for a good conference meet, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity.
And the indoor track season for you went on into Fayetteville, Arkansas at the national competition. What was that experience like for you?
That was awesome. Arkansas is one of my favorite tracks, so just being able to go back there and jump, you know, not my best, but close to it, it was a great opportunity. And also just to be able to jump with the best in the nation. Again, very blessed just to be able to have that opportunity. And of course, I didn't do as well as I wanted to, but I still went out there and competed and gave it my all. And that's really, you know, what I wanted to do.
Now, you made second team All-American for your efforts out in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and we spoke earlier in this week's episode with Diamond Ford about what she thought of herself going into her Bobcat career. For you, you're a senior here and now made All-American 3 times. Is this what you envisioned coming out of Smithson Valley High School?
Sort of. I didn't really have specific goals for myself. I knew I wanted to jump 18 foot in college, and I did that last year. And so becoming an All-American, yeah, that was part of my goals. As soon as I got to college and started to figure out just how the NCAA works, then I wanted to make it to nationals. I wanted to do the best I could, and yeah, make All-American. But now that I've jumped 18 foot, which was my lifelong goal, you know, coming out of high school, I had to reassess, reevaluate what I wanted to do next. But to make All-American 3 times is definitely was part of my goal, and to keep going with that and hopefully make All-American for a 4th time is one of my reassessed goals I gotta do.
Sure. Now, your freshman to sophomore year, though, you didn't have this track and field facility here.
No, we were actually down here at the football stadium, and they actually just redid this 2 weeks ago. So this is some of our first practices out here, and it's awesome. As you can feel, the tailwind is great. It's a great place to jump. I'm real appreciative of it.
And what are you looking forward to this weekend with the competition that's coming here to San Marcos to compete against you at this facility?
It's my first meet back, so I'm not sure what it's going to look like. And I know I'm not going to be at my peak physical performance, but I still want to jump high. If I could jump over 18 foot and get a good start to the outdoor season, I'd be real happy with that. And anything over that is probably icing on the cake.
Well, a WAC champion at indoor, looking forward to more success in the outdoor this spring. Logan, thanks so much and best of luck this weekend.
Yes,
This weekend marks the start of WAC softball play, and the Bobcats start with I-35 rival UTSA at home with a doubleheader on Friday at 4 and on Saturday at 1. There's also a home track meet this weekend featuring Texas, Arkansas, and other track powerhouses. And on Saturday evening, the Bobcat Bonanza takes place. The Bonanza is the biggest fundraiser of the year for student-athlete scholarships at Texas State.
Welcome back to Inside Bobcat Athletics. Brent Freeman here with you, and the locker room here at Strand Coliseum with the men's basketball team. And right now joining us is Junior Joel Wright. Joel coming off an all-tournament performance in Las Vegas this past week in the WAC tournament. And Joel, the team made the run to the semifinals, and I think surprised a lot of people. But I got the sense talking to y'all afterwards that you didn't surprise yourselves, did you?
No, not at all. We knew what we was going to do. We knew it was going to come sometime in the season. Because what we was trying to go over the whole season was to stay together and to be more of a team and to be more of a family. And we started accomplishing that goal the last game, which was the last regular season game, which was San Jose. We all came together, and I think that was a great win for us because it gave us fire going into the conference tournament. So we was prepared for all of that.
So you mentioned family and staying together, and going back to the final road trip of the regular season throughout your run of the WAC tournament, you were on the road for 10 straight days. Do you feel like that served as an advantage for you in Las Vegas?
Yeah, it gave us a big advantage because we were together. All we had was each other. We ain't had no fans out there like opposed to the other teams. You know, we was just a team out there and the cheerleaders. So I feel like we had to stick together because we was out there by ourselves. So we just wanted to stick together. That was basically what we wanted to do, be more of a family on the road.
The biggest upset of the tournament was the Bobcats win over Denver 72-68 in the quarterfinal round, and you scored 32 points in that game. And in the regular season, you were swept by Denver, lost both games to the Pioneers. What was different for you in the tournament matchup against Denver?
I mean, we knew what the main thing was. You know, watching film, going over film, keep watching, and keep watching what they do. We knew the main thing was their backdoor cut, and I know without the backdoor cut and the flare, they couldn't do anything else. And I think the coaches did a great job of scouting Denver, do what they're doing. The one thing they did a great job of was keep our mind focused and keep us on the game plan. And I think the game plan was great, and we was ready to take care of Denver.
No, but it was challenging getting ready for every game of the tournament, you know, having to play games back-to-back nights, and even the practice before Denver, you held a practice at a local YMCA. Talk about the challenges of getting ready for every game there in Las Vegas.
I mean, that was big. I mean, we had like a little less than like 20 minutes to shoot around sometime, no practice time. I mean, it was hard. I mean, I give Coach Ryback a lot of credit for finding us gyms and all that stuff in a short period of time, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we just had to go in there and be focused. We knew what Denver, we wanted Denver. We knew we wanted Denver, we wanted to see them again, we wanted to play them again. So we was already pumped up. So once the game plan came along, it was nothing that's stopping us from like accomplishing what we wanted to do. So all we needed was a game plan and what we had to do, and then we was ready to play.
By the end of the tournament, do you feel like the Bobcats were as good as any team in the WAC?
Oh, I felt like if we had got this little came together the last couple of days of the season, I think we would have been top teams in the WAC right now. I mean, we wouldn't have to go win this route. We would have been seeded better. We would have really been 1 to 5 or one of them seeds. So, I mean, I think God brought us together at the right time. I mean, it's all in His power. We can't do nothing without Him, and I think He wanted to bring us together at that point in the season, and that's what happened.
I know the season ended a bit sooner than you wanted, but if there's any good news, you're losing only 2 players, seniors Vaughn Jones and Matt Staff. You're going to be one of 5 seniors going to next season when the Bobcats open play in the Sun Belt. What are your expectations for 2013-2014?
That's big. I mean, losing Matt and Vaughn is a big chunk of our offense and our defense. You know, Vaughn was a great defensive player, and he's top in steals and whatever. And Vaughn and Matt is just a great scorer. He's a great big down low. I love to play with him this last year we just had. But I mean, we just got to pick up and move on. We just got to keep working hard. I think we got a great team going in the Sun Belt, and I think we just got to keep working hard, keep grinding, and keep just pushing forward and strive for success, because I think Sun Belt ain't no different. I mean, once you put your mind to it, you see what happened in the last couple of tournaments. We only losing 2 players, 1 out of the starting lineup, so the next 4 is coming back, so that's big. Well,
2-time WAC Player of the Week, 2nd team All-WAC and All-WAC Tournament team Joel Wright. Congratulations on a successful junior season, and we can't wait to see what's in store next year.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Bobcat Athletics. Remember, for all things Bobcat Athletics, go to txstatebobcats.com. I'm Jenny Schmerber.